Hi, welcome to the Bride Links DIY YouTube channel. I'm Alexa with Events with Alexa, and I'm so excited to have my friend Shanna from Ruffles and Rouge showing us today how to make open framed art.
The supplies that you will need for this project are a glue gun, scissors, a sponge paintbrush, an unfinished wooden frame, acrylic paints, sandpaper, a piece of material cut to the size of the back of the wooden frame, and letter stencils. We're going to start the project first by painting our unfinished wooden frame. This is a frame that you can get at the dollar store, and basically what I did, I removed the back part of the picture frame and the little hooks that hold the picture frame in place to give more of a flat finish on the back because we are going to adhere some fabric back there. I'm just going to squirt a little bit.
That's a pretty color.
Of acrylic paint onto a paper plate. I just feel like that those are the easiest to work with. With your sponge brush, apply some color, the color of your choice, to your frame very liberally. That way you don't have to do a lot of coats. Okay, now once that's finished, you'll set it aside and let it dry. And of course I've got one that is already finished in a really similar color. Once it's finished and dry, you'll take your sandpaper and you will sand around the edges. I recommend an ultra fine or fine grade of sandpaper, but the best thing to remember when you're sanding is to really grab the corners and things that would naturally weather. So a lot of this unfinished wood is a really light color like this. So if you want a dark look to shine through once you sand, you can always stain your frames first, and then you'll get a little bit more of a darker texture.
Oh.
Okay, if you want more of a crackle finish, which I'm sure you've seen before, once you paint your frame solid, you don't have to use sandpaper. In the acrylic section, you can actually find a crackle glaze that you can put on top of your paint. And that will actually, the longer you leave it on there, it will just start to put a crackle finish on your frame. So now that we've got our frame the way that we want it to look, we are going to put some material on the back. Now you can choose anything. You can choose burlap, you can choose a pattern. Right now I'm just choosing a solid. So basically I'm going to just take the glue gun and go along the edge, and I'm going to take the material and just line it right up and press it down.
Okay.
And before I move on to the other side, I just want to make sure that it's good and dry.
Okay.
Because you've kind of got to pull it tight and you don't want it to slip off. And once that's done, you'll flip it over and you will have material in your open frame. Before I actually stencil on a letter, I wanted to show you some other options of things that you can put in the center of the frame.
Okay.
This is an example of using vintage keys, and I actually just sewed the keys to the burlap and let them hang.
Did you get these keys from like a garage sale? Or
I got them from a flea market.
That is so fun.
And so you can actually see what that would look like in the center
So if you
of
hold
this.
it
And
like
you wouldn't even
this.
have to attach ribbon. You could just really just sew the thread, and that could hang just like that.
How fun!
So that's one option. And then another option would be to actually attach a fabric flower to the inside. And I have just a little rosette so you could see what it would look like. And that would be super cute for like a baby girl nursery or something like that. So this is actually the one that we're going to do with the stencil. And I have chosen to do a C for my daughter's name. Since I've got a bright fabric, I am going to do a vintage white. And so I'm just going to take my sponge brush, dip it into the vintage white, and apply it very liberally to the material. When you're using a stencil, make sure that you press it down really good. If you want to, you can even tape your stencil down, just so it doesn't run.
So you dab. See, when I do stencils, it always runs through.
Yeah,
And
if
so
you just dab,
Okay.
it'll be fine. Okay, now the moment of truth. You just lift it right up.
Cute.
And if your paint looks like it's clumped in some areas, you can just smooth it out with your finger. You can take a little paintbrush and smooth it out. Sometimes these acrylic paints have a little bit of clump to them. There.
Awesome. That looks so cute.
And so that's what the finished product can look like. And then I wanted to show you one more option of something that you can do if you're planning a wedding. You can actually take the same open frame concept.
I love that fabric.
With your fabric. And you can buy the unfinished wood numbers, and you can create a table number. You can adhere this directly to the fabric if you want to, but I'm actually going to do it as landscape and apply the glue wood to wood.
Oh, that's so cute. Okay, so I'm a planner, you know, and I do a ton of weddings, and I'm actually doing my own, and I don't have time to do this.
Okay.
Where can I find?
I can actually make these custom on my Etsy shop.
What is it called?
It is Ruffles and Rouge.
Oh, cool.
And you can find me on Etsy, and I can make custom table numbers for you. You can pick your paint color. You can also let me know what kind of fabric you want in the background, and then how many tables you have, and then I can just ship them to you.
How easy.
Yes.
That's so exciting.
And they're really lightweight, and I just wanted to show you how easy they are. This is just some baby's breath without even any water in the mason jar, and it will lean right up on it without knocking it over.
That is awesome. Thanks so much, and thank you for watching the Bride Links DIY YouTube channel. Again, I'm Alexa with Events with Alexa, and this is Shanna from Ruffles and Rouge. See you next time.